Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. Last week I discussed how feminism is being held responsible for the decline in birth rates both over here in Europe and especially over in America. Well, one of the consequences of a declining birth rate is the baby industry will go into decline, just as one of the consequences of feminism and guys going MGTOW, i.e. the alternative view to feminism and the reaction to feminism, is guys are walking away from the marriage industry, and that's gone into decline, as you've all seen how bridal shops, etc. are closing in your parts of the world. Well, looking around yesterday, I found this. Declining birth rates across Europe weaken the market for children and baby products. This Retail Insight Network article was written on the 19th of May this year, or about a week and a bit ago. The only bit which is interesting and relative is this bit. Demand for categories such as children's wear, children's homewares and baby equipment is therefore not as strong as it once was. Well, that's an understatement. It's only a little article and it just goes on about the situation in Europe and the falling birth rates in Europe. Over in America, I found this article from CNBC, but this was dated November 16th, 2020, or last year, so even then there was red flags going on about the falling birth rate. And as you can see, the title, makers of diapers and baby formula brace for lower sales as pandemic leads to decline in births. Well, the pandemic is the whipping boy, and it's going to be held responsible for everything. No mention of feminism at all. The key points are Procter & Gamble, Nestle and Reckitt Benckiser are among the companies that could be negatively affected by shrinking birth rates this year. If you click on that Wall Street Journal, which I did, it's essentially the same article, but you got to subscribe to it, so sod that. And if you click on the Brookings Institute, which I did, to see what that brings up, it's just about 500,000 fewer children being born in America. The baby bust, also blamed on the pandemic. Now, this is the only bit which is interesting. A sharp decline in number of births this year means that Nestle, Gamble and Reckitt Benckiser will have fewer parents buying their baby formula. Pampers owner Procter & Gamble, which did that Gillette advert, remember? And Huggies owner Kimberly-Clark also see lower sales for their baby segment as a result. Now it says, lower birth rates have deterred some retailers from trying to gain a foothold in the category. Let's see what that brings up. Walmart sees baby department as a way to reel in more customers. That was October 2020. Walmart is betting that baby aisles will still drive traffic, and if parents are having fewer children, they might be more willing to spend more money on them. But there's no mention of what happens if that doesn't happen. MGTOW, as you know, is guys, they don't want to get tied down with a woman because they'll be taken to the financial cleaners and have to pay child maintenance for the next 18 years if she decides to divorce him. But are we about to see the similar decline in the baby industry as what we saw in the marriage industry as a result of MGTOW? Your guess is as good as mine. I've only just found out these two articles, so I can't really say much about it at all, but it's certainly beginning to look that way, as the pandemic will eventually end sooner or later, but feminism and MGTOW is not going away overnight. So as more and more guys turn to MGTOW and less babies are being born, then you could see a dramatic drop in the number of baby product industries. That also leads to schools over in America and here in Europe. With fewer babies being born, the fewer children going to school. That means More women in schools are going to be laid off because there won't be enough children to fill the class. And everything will just spiral off and become like an avalanche. And it's all because of the batty idea of feminism. And as a result, guys going MGTOW and not wanting to go along that route. This is only the beginning, the first puff of wind in a coming storm, so it'd be interesting to see how it develops. Won't affect me personally because I'm getting old now, but for the younger generation, it's going to be an interesting time. Anyway, I think this video's getting on to the 10-minute mark, so I think I'll leave it at that, but it's certainly worth keeping an eye on the baby aisle if you're an American in America and you shop at Walmart to see what sort of traffic it's getting. But for now, that's it for this one, people. You know the routine: like, dislike, comment, subscribe. It's completely up to you. So until next Monday, that's it. Bye-bye.